Okay, example 10 is a problem. It's kind of like a little puzzle. You see how there's two different functions. One that's named with the letter f. It's called f of x. And there's another function that's named g. We'll call it g of x. Now you look at what they're asking us to try to do, and they're trying to ask us to find the value of f of g of x. So we're going to kind of treat this a little bit like an order of operation problem. So we're going to look inside the grouping symbols here. Inside the grouping symbols, and you see that we're supposed to find the value of g of x, and we're going to do this first. Okay? So I'm going to start with g of 6. I'm going to write this down. Now we need to write down the rule that goes with the function g. So that's negative 8 times x plus 2. But you can see right here, instead of x, we're using the number 6. So I have negative 8 times 6 plus 2. Okay? We'll do the multiplication first. Negative 8 times 6 is negative 48. And negative 48 plus 2 is negative 46. We're going to keep this in mind. Now, if we write down that original statement, they wanted us to find f of g of 6. Well, we're substituting. We just found that g of 6 is equal to negative 46. That means we can take out g of 6 and replace it with negative 46. Okay. Now, we're going to evaluate f of negative 46 using the rule for f of x. This is going to give us 3 times x squared plus 2 times x minus 1. But you can see, instead of x, we're going to substitute negative 46 in for x. This one's kind of crazy. There's some big numbers, so I'm going to use a calculator. And let's see here, parentheses, negative 46, close the parentheses, squared. Or we can do negative 46 times negative 46. Because we're going to get the same, you see we'll get the same value, 2116. So f of negative 46 is going to be equal to 3 times 2116 plus 2 times negative 46 minus 1. Now we'll do the multiplying. It looks like this is going to be what? 6,348. Now we're thinking that this is like a plus 2 or a positive 2 times a negative 46. That's going to make a negative 92 and minus 1. So let's see. 6348 minus 92. I think that's 6256. Minus 1 is going to be 6255. Now, right now, this doesn't mean anything, right? In a practical sense, we're just practicing skills. But as you continue studying mathematics, you see how functions are applied to different situations in different fields. Our challenge problem was a doozy. So to review, we started with being asked to find f of g of 6. We looked on the inside part. We looked inside the big grouping symbols, and we saw g of x on the inside, g of 6. So we found the value of g of 6, and then plugged that into the f function. Let's take a look at part B and try to do this one. Okay, here we go in part B. They're asking us to find g of f of negative 4. So look inside the big grouping symbols, and what they have is f of negative 4. This is on the inside. So let's find f of negative 4 first. That means we need to use the rule for the f function, f of x. It'll give us 3 times something squared plus 2 times something minus 1, and we'll replace all the x's with negative 4. Okay, so f of negative 4, we'll have to perform the exponent first. So negative 4 to the second power means negative 4 times negative 4, which equals positive 16, plus 2 times negative 4 minus 1. Let's get to work. Next we'll do the multiplying. 3 times 16 is 48. Positive 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And then minus 1. So f of negative 4 is 39. Okay. Now I'm going to write down the original statement they gave us. They wanted us to find g of f of negative 4. So what we just found is that f of negative 4 is equal to 39. So that means we can take out f of negative 4 and substitute. We can replace it with positive 39. So now we're trying to find g of 39. To find g of 39, we're going to use the g rule, the function defined by g of x. We'll say that g of 39 is going to be negative 8 times something plus 2. What are we going to put in place of x? We're going to put positive 39. So let's see. G of 39 is going to be, negative times a positive will be negative. 8 times 30 is 240. 8 times 9 is 72. 240 and 72, I think is 312. Yep, that sounds right. Plus 2. Again, think of a number line now. For adding and subtracting, we think of a number line. 312 places to the right from 0, and then 312 places to the left from 0, and then 2 to the right will bring us to negative 310. So for these level 4 problems, we're really just trying to do a big puzzle. Hopefully, the order of operations is clicking with us, and we're able to compute accurately and check with our calculators. If you have any questions, bring them to school. Thank you for watching. Good luck with skill sheet number 1. Have a nice day.